Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, nice to meet you. My name is Trinity and this is gonna be my most anticipated reads for the year slash books that I want to read. I'm also gonna be guessing my rating and telling you my 2025 bookish goals. So yay! Start off with my bookish goals for the year, okay? So my bookish goals, I really want to read at most 100 books this year, but at minimum I think I want to read over 50. Last year I think I read 34 books in last year. My goal was 50 and I didn't meet my goal, but honestly I feel like that was fine. I wasn't really upset at myself for not meeting my goal. My other goal is to read more of my physical TBR. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be fully honest with you guys. I did count how many books I have in my physical TBR that I have not read, okay? So I have a total of like 400 and I think 74, I think. Don't call me on this, wait a second, because I should know this number before I even started talking, but I didn't. So, my bad. Because I have a tracker on my Notion. We love Notion on here, okay? So I'm a Notion girly and that's how I keep track of my entire life. So I have like a physical library tracker where I literally have every book I ever owned in my physical libraries. So, I have a total of 460 books. I know. My goal is to own a library, so I want to own a library one day, and I know that the minimum amount to own a library is 1,000 books, so I'm almost halfway there. I don't know if that's a flex or not, but yeah, I'm almost halfway there. Now how many books I read on my entire TBR, or you know, in general, I have physically, is a whopping total of 73. That's so bad. Oh, the reality just set. Okay, so 73 books are the books that I've read that are on my physical TBR, which means that there is a grand total of 371. Don't call me on the math. This is my Notion math. Now, I could be wrong because I think there was a couple ones that I DNF'd, but they were like soft or hard. It depends. But anyway, 371. So my goal is to read between 15 to 20% of my physical TBR by the end of the year. We're going to try very hard to meet that goal. But again, we don't know. Okay? We don't know. Okay? So that's my goal. Fingers crossed. Next, let's get into the actual books that I'm really excited to read this year. Let's get into it. The first two books are going to be graphic novels. Now, I don't know if you count graphic novels. I count graphic novels because, again, they're still books. So, first two books are going to be Heartstopper by Alice Osman, and then Lower Olympus by, Rachel Smythe. Don't call me if I say the names wrong. I suck at names. So, I really want to read these. I think honestly I'm going to give these all 5 stars. Like, I really enjoyed these books. I heard really amazing things definitely about Heartstopper because I know it's like a TV series. But Lower Olympus, my sister is in love with these books, and I'm a Hades and Persephone's fan, okay? So like I love Hades and Persephone remakes and like retellings and like anything like that. And I know this is like, I think the like real-ish story of Hades and Persephone. I'm not 100% sure. Don't card me on that because I have not read a lick of this book. So, but I heard this was really good. So I honestly think I'm going to give this whole series, both of these 5 stars. So like, I'm excited for that. The next book, okay, is going to be Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. Now, this book is a dark comedy romance. So like, I know it's about a guy that like does like mass TikTok videos, like short form videos, and he like, you know, gets in a mask and he does those like, you know, what's the word for him? I should say it's a masked man, those like spicy videos. Okay, so whatever, they're spicy videos and he does them one thing and she's like his #1 fan. It's a dark comedy and I heard this was really funny and I honestly want to immersive read this book. Like I want to listen to it while I read it, and yeah, so I'm very excited because I heard the audiobook is really hilarious. I honestly think I'm gonna give this one minimum 4, probably 5 stars. I'm telling you it's funny because I think this entire thing is going to be me saying I'm going to be giving these things like 5 stars, and I probably am going to be giving these things like 5 stars because, again, I'm a dummy reader. I feel like I enjoy pretty much any book I've ever read, and I find things to enjoy about each book, so I know I'm probably going to be giving these high ratings no matter what. Now the next book, I know a lot of you have heard of this book and love this book, Caravel by Stephanie Garber. Now I do have Once Upon a Broken Heart. I do want to read those too, but I don't know if I'm going to get to that this year or not. Again, my goal is to read a lot of books this year, so hopefully I will. Fingers crossed, but they keep releasing new books. And I can't do this. I'm only one person. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get through this. And I heard this book is really good. Now I have a lot of people that I enjoy watching said this book is really good. Now I personally hope that I love it. And I personally hope that I love this book enough to get into Once Upon a Heart right away and finish the entire series. And I have this one, and I also have the second book. I forgot the last goal. Another goal of mine is to get through more series, so to finish off a lot of series that I've already started. Okay? So I hope... Now, I am starting a couple of new series. Now, obviously, I'm definitely tooting my own horn here, or what is the phrase? Putting my foot in my mouth? I did. I don't like that saying, but that's what I'm saying. Give a rating. Girl, we did not give a rating for this one. No, we did not. The next, so this one, I think I'm going to rate it. Again, I feel like it's going to be a minimum 4. Like, I feel like this series intrigues me a lot, and I feel like I'm going to enjoy it. But honestly, 4. I'm going to say 4 for this. And I'm going to look back on this and be like, girl, what did you even give it? Next book is going to be The Fucking Wrong Number by C.R. Jane. Now, this book, okay? I love me a hockey romance, and I will stand on that every single time. I don't care. I love me a hockey romance. Now, The Fucking Wrong Number by C.R. Jane. Now, if the brightness got down too much, I just changed the brightness on my camera. But yeah, I think I love me a hockey romance, okay? I love me a hockey romance, and I will stand by that every single time. Hockey gets me every time. I've never seen a hockey game, but I love a hockey romance. My goal this year is to see a hockey game, so let's see if that happens, okay? Maybe I'll take you guys with me, but I think I'm gonna give this 5 stars. I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. And that's a bold statement. That's a really bold statement. I know. But I heard so many good things about this series. And it's not only a hockey romance, but it's a hockey dark romance. Like, I love me some dark romances. So I'm so excited. Oh my God. You don't understand, because I really think this book is really gonna hit. And I know, like, it's like I think she texts the wrong number, ends up being like a pro hockey star, and he's just, him and his friends are just crazy. And this is a series too, so this is like, they got the fucking wrong date, the fucking wrong guy, like, it's like a whole series, and I think I'm gonna love it. I don't know if I'm gonna read the whole series. Now, if I end up loving this book, I might just immediately hop in the next book. I'm trying to be better at that. I told y'all, I'm trying to be better. Next book is an author that I've already read. I've read literally one of her complete series. I think I only have one more book, which is like a prequel, which I gotta read, but I'm gonna read that soon. It's called I Got Abducted by Aliens and Now I'm Trapped in a Rom-Com by Kimberly Lemon. Now, this is part of her new series called Cosmic Chaos. I love me Kimberly Lemon. Like, I wish I could meet this lady in real life. That's how much I love her. Like, I think I just want to give her a hug. Because she literally, the time I got abducted and, girl, the time I got drunk and saved the demon in that series, the Meet Mishap series, is literally, like, I think one of my favorite series of last year besides the Mind Freak series. And I needed her books in my life, because they came to me at the best time that I needed a lot. I needed a laugh and a smile and enjoyment. And I really want to meet that lady and hug her in real life. Now, that book is just about to come out. It hasn't come out yet. I'm pre-ordering it. Honestly, I might pre-order today. But I'm pre-ordering it, and I just really want to read that book, and I can't wait to read it. I really think I'm going to give it 5 stars. Like, I gave her entire other series 5 stars. I think I would give it 5 stars. It's not a bold statement. I truly believe that. If I come back later and I'd say I didn't, y'all have the right to slap me. We don't condone violence, okay? We don't condone violence. But yeah, so I really truly believe that I'm gonna give this book 5 stars. I love it. I know she gets abducted by aliens and she's like gets put into a rom-com. That's really the only thing I know about this book. And I just think I'm gonna enjoy it just for the laughs and the enjoyment of her books. So yeah. Next book. Legendborn by Tracy Dion. I'm so sorry if I say your name wrong, but I don't know much about this book. I will say off the bat, I can't really give you a good synopsis. I thought it's okay. I think I remember what this book is about. So Legendborn is about it's like a King Arthur retelling. But I really think that I heard so many good things about this book, and I like a couple people that I liked watched love this book, so I'm super excited to read it, and I feel like I'm super excited to read it, and I feel like it's going to be so good. Now, I don't read a lot of, I don't know if this would be called fantasy, like let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't read a lot of books like this. I really am excited to read something like this. I kind of want to get into more genres and different genres this year, and I feel like this would be a good introduction into that type of genre. Like, I know Carvel is kind of like fantasy as well, and I don't read a lot of fantasy. I don't know if I just don't have the brain capacity to read fantasy, but I want to read more fantasy, and I think it's not even the brain capacity. I just think that I am nervous to jump into fantasy because I know it's going to be so much, a lot of world building and things like that. And I heard so many good things. Now, I don't know if this is the fantasy itself. I just know that I heard a lot of good things, and I really want to read it. Now, I don't know what a rating. I'm going to say, I'm going to say off the bat, 4. I believe I'm going to give this 4 stars. Now, again, things might change. Again, I don't know. I'm scared to say my rating because I feel like people are going to start jumping me and be like, you're going to give that 4 stars? I'm like, I don't know. Don't yell at me. But next book or slash series is going to be the Pucking Around. Oh my God. Pucking Around by Emily Rath. Now, I really want to read anything by Emily Rath because I love her and I love watching her content, and I follow her on like Instagram. Like, I don't think she has YouTube. Follow her on Instagram, and I follow her on TikTok, and I love watching her content. And I've heard such amazing things. I heard this thing is so spicy. Now, this book is thick. Now, that's the only reason why I haven't picked this book up yet, because it's thick. And it kind of scares me a little bit. So I'm trying to be better at picking up books. Now, this was popular on TikTok, and I really want to be better at picking up books that, again, I know that I'm going to like. I just am scared to pick it up. So this is another hockey romance. I think this is a why choose romance. I keep trying to stop looking at the screen because I'm looking at the screen, not at you. And I think when I picked this book up, I was at a Barnes & Noble, and the girl that I was like looking at it, and I was looking at the back of it. I was like, doing whatever you do when you shop for books. And there was this girl, and we were like not really talking much before, but she was like in the area I was in, and I was filming that day. I was like, I was filming a video or whatever, and she was like, she saw me pick it up, and she was like, I just want to let you know that book is so spicy and so good. And she literally was like, I don't read books like this, and I love this book, and it was so good. And she was just going on this whole tangent about how she liked it. And I literally was in the video like, haha, like I know, like I heard it was really good. I just haven't picked it up yet, whatever. And she convinced me to buy it right then and there. Now, I shouldn't have been buying a lot of books. I brought too many books that day. We're not gonna talk about that. But I did love, I do think I'm going to truly love this book, especially because it's hockey. Like, it's hockey. Come on. Hockey romances are literally my favorite thing to read. And I am going to actually mention a series right after this that made me fall in love with hockey romances. So I need to read this. Okay? I'm so excited. I'm pretty sure, again, I think I'm going to give this minimum 4 stars as well. I think all of these are going to be 4. That's why they're my anticipated reading. 4 to 5 stars, because that's why they're my anticipated readings, because I feel like most of these books are books that I think I'm going to really truly enjoy and truly love. Now, my next series. We've been talking about this series for a while now, Trent. The off-campus series. Girl, I don't know how I have not finished this series. I really don't. Y'all need to start coming at me, okay? Because I don't know how I didn't finish the series already. But I only read the first 2 books. And it generally stresses me out because I love this. You don't understand. I love this series so much. I was gonna reread The Mistake, which I never got around to last year because I don't know. I just never got around to it. I don't know yet if I'm planning on rereading it anytime soon. I think I'm just gonna go into the next book and call it a day, because me banking on myself rereading this book, and I barely reread books as it is. I just need to pick it up, pick up the third book. But I read the first and second one. I just need to pick up the third one. Now, off the bat, I'm pretty sure I gave this 5 stars, and I'm pretty sure I gave this 5 stars. I think I gave both of these 5 stars. I think I'm going to give the next one 5 stars, especially because I love Dean De Laurentiis, and I loved Allison, if that's her name. I think Allison. Don't call me on that. I believe her name is Allison. I think I'm going to give it 3. I think I'm going to give 5 stars. And I will be giving the next ones in the series 5 stars. Because my goal is to finish the off-campus series. Okay? My goal is to finish the off-campus series, okay? So, that's gonna be one of the series that I know off the bat I'm going to complete, because I already started it. I should have just completed it at this point because I already started it, right? Right? Next series is gonna be Addicted to You, or the Addicted Callaway series, right? By Krista and Becca Ritchie. Now, I've heard amazing things about this. Like, I've heard very high reviews. I've heard so many great things about this, and honestly, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous about this because I feel like I've heard so many great things, and I feel like I'm more nervous that I'm not gonna like it because I've heard so many great things, if that makes any sense. Like, you ever get those books that are like super hyped up and then you open it and you're like, this is okay, like, but this is not the best thing in the world. This is what I think about this book, but I'm so scared because I missed the hype when it was like everybody loved it, right? Everybody was reading it, everybody loved it. This was like a lot of people's introduction to reading books, and I'm just nervous because I'm scared that like I'm gonna love it and I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'm not nervous that I'm not gonna love it. I think I'm gonna find things to love about it, and I know this is a commitment because there's like 10 books in this series, including like the Callaway Sisters series, and which I literally own, I think like 6 of the series, so I need to read it because why do you own so many books of it and you haven't even started the series? At the end of the day, I just need to pick it up and dive into it and not think too much into it, okay? So my goal is to read this book. Now, will I read the whole series? I don't know. But will I try to read majority of it? Fingers crossed, okay? I really hope so. I honestly think, I'm so scared to say like what I'm gonna give this book, because I know a lot of people say this is like a 5-star read, and I'm generally like, I want to say I'm gonna give it 5 stars because I really think I'm gonna enjoy it. Like, I know like she's like, they're both addicted to stuff. I think she's addicted to like sex and he's addicted to booze, and like I think, is it fake date? Yeah, they like, it's a fake dating thing where they like fake date to like hide their addiction from their family. That's the only thing I know about this book, but I heard so many good things about this book, and people getting like tattoos of this book, this series, or like these on them because they love this book so much. Now, I truly believe I will love this book. 5 stars. I feel like it's such a high rating to give. I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I truly do. I just think that I'm scared. Next book is gonna be The Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Moss. Now, don't call me, I think it's Moss, Jasmine Moss. I think the last name is Moss. First of all, I'm gonna off the bat say this book is literally beautiful. I cannot of how beautiful this book is, but I think I'm gonna love this because I love like Greek mythology, and I feel like this is what it is. I know that this book is basically based off this girl who is, I think, the reincarnation of Hercules. I don't know if I'm right. And she ends up getting into this like wild choose situation because she's training to be Hercules and nobody believes her, and it's like enemies of lovers and like, it's just so much stuff going on, and I generally don't know what this book is about. I just know that she's like Hercules' reincarnation or something, and she goes into the school where she's supposed to be training, and it's like, why choose teacher, enemies of lovers, but it, like teacher student, like I don't even know what this book is about. I mean, honest, I just heard so many good things, and I know the next book is coming out this year, and I really want to read this book so I can get into the next book, because I heard like this is like the beginning, and like you get more of the storyline where you get more into the book. If that makes it more into the series. Girl, what are you talking about? More into the series. So I heard a lot about this, and I really want to read it. Next book is going to be Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I heard so many good things about this book, and this was a TikTok. This took TikTok by storm. Like literally took TikTok by storm. So I'm very excited to like pick this up. First of all, I love the cover too. Like, I don't know why people were saying they didn't like this cover. I freaking love the cover. It's beautiful. But I know this is like, I think this guy on the cover is deaf. Like, and she's basically like she's poor, I guess, and she has like powers or like something she's hiding, and like she ends up getting captured by him, and then she ends up getting like whisked away to this realm, and that's all I can tell you. I don't know much about this book. I just heard it was a good book, so I bought it, and I'm very excited to read it. I think it's gonna be really good. It's thick. Just don't. But again, we might picking that up on our Kindle because I don't know if I'm gonna be. And the next 2 books are going to be books from genres that I don't typically reach for. Now, obviously, these 2 books are well-known books, and I've heard a lot about them, but I, you know, never ever picked anything up in this realm or by this author, by this author. So I'm very excited to read it. Now, the first book is going to be Babel by R.F. Kuang. I've heard so many good things about R.F. Kuang as an author, and I'm very excited to read her books. She's the author of Poppy War. This book makes you cry. Now, I'm a crier. And I'm very scared to read it, and I know a lot of people that I love read this and said it was really good, and I'm very excited to read it, and I really want to maybe get into like the Poppy War next. Now, I really don't know much to say. Hopefully you can look this up and like get a really good idea about what this book is about. Did I even give a rating for Quicksilver? Or girl, you did not. I did not give a rating for this. I think that I believe I would give this probably 5 stars. When I think about it, I really think that I really will enjoy this book, and I love a good enemies to lovers and like a why choose. So I really think I'm gonna give that 5 stars. This one, now I'm a little more nervous. So I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars. Maybe, yeah, 4.5. I think this is really interesting. I like fae, I like fairy tale, I like fantasy romances. I've like heard a lot about it, and I think a lot of people enjoy this book. So I think I will enjoy this. I'm just nervous, so I would say 4 to 4.5. Back to Babel. Babel, I truly believe that I'm gonna give this 4 stars. I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars. I think that I really will enjoy this book. I'm just scared. I'm so scared to read all these books. It's so crazy how scared I am to read all these books, because I feel like they're going to be so good. I just think that I'm just like, especially because I've never dabbled in anything like this before. So that's why I think I'm more scared than anything, because I've never dabbled into anything like this before. So I don't know. The last book for this video is going to be One Dark Window by Rachel Gilling. I've heard so many good things about this book, and a lot of people love this book, and I'm very excited to read this. I don't know much about it. I just know that this girl has secrets and things like that, and I just really don't know much about it besides the fact that this is supposed to be like a really, really good book. I'm scared to read this book, because again, this is another book where like I don't really dabble in this kind of thing, and I kind of am very excited to get out of my comfort zone to read it. Plus, I've heard so many good things about these last 2 books, like One Dark Window, Babel. I've heard so many good things, and one thing I really think the reason why I want to pick these books up is because there was this big debate on TikTok, where book talk specifically, where, you know, books aren't political, especially after the election. And I truly believe books are political. I take something away from every book I read, whether it's romance or non-romance. Now, I read self-help. I love a self-help book. Hopefully, I'll do some self-help rec video, which I think I will be doing soon, because I do truly believe that you gain knowledge from any book that you read, whether it's self-help, romance, mystery, horror, fantasy, non-fiction, fiction, whatever book you want to read, okay? I think that you gain knowledge from it, right? So I fully believe, like, even when, I just don't think, okay, we're not even going into this whole debate. Because I will go on a whole tangent, and I don't want this video to be super long, but yeah, I think that you gain knowledge from every book, and I think books are inherently political. I think that reading is education, reading is knowledge, right? So I think that even if you gain a word that you didn't know, is education, knowledge, political. So I think these books were spoken about when we were talking about books that, you know, are political. These books were books that a lot of people recommended, and I really just wanted to pick them up to gain some more knowledge from them. And I hope so. So I think One Dark Window, I think I will give this 5 stars. I truly believe that One Dark Window, and even Babel, I will give 5 stars. I think I might not have said that to begin with, but I do think I will give these 5 stars. I might have said 4, but I do believe I will give these 5 stars. Not even just for the fact that they will give me knowledge. I think that I will enjoy reading them, honestly, at the end of the day. So that is going to be the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you stick around to see my next video. I'm very excited to film. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.